Okay, so this is the third one I've installed, Derek Weaver W Pro 10. Here's the hot tip on the install. Lay the thing down on the ground. Now I have a forklift, I'm cheating, but don't get mad. Lay it on the ground. Take this fitting out. Run your hydraulic hose through this channel. You're gonna have a little stopping point up here somewhere, but run it all the way to the top here, and then out to the end, let it hang. Okay, run your jack or your lift piece, run it up a little bit so you can get access to everything. This cylinder is just free, okay? It goes into a hole in the bottom to locate it. We'll talk about that later. So you've got your hose here. Go ahead and take this thing off, put your O-ring Boss fitting in there, and land your hose. If you do this while it's standing up, you're gonna regret it because it's gonna blow goo all over you. You're gonna be pissed. Okay, take this cable. Now, if you're doing the standard width, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cable, see it comes all the way out the end, make sure it goes past this bar here, okay? You're gonna take the cable, you're gonna make a loop. Now there's two levels inside here. And if you're gonna do the standard width, you're gonna pick the lower level, and then you're gonna stick it in here, and you're gonna go off to the side, push it this way, and you're gonna push it out the end hole here, okay? Once you push it out the end hole, you're gonna land your washer and your nut in here. You come to this end, and you pull it into place. You're done, put it into the wheel. Okay, pull your slack out at this end here. Put your cover on. Leave your hose hanging out. And while you've got this up here, I would recommend, while you got this hose up here, I would recommend you go ahead and put a clamp on here with a self-tapping screw or their bolt assembly. Just keep in mind that you've got to land the crossbar up top. I'm going to show you one finished. All your slack you want to have up at the top, okay? That's where your slack goes. So I did a self-tapping screw and a clamp to hold the slack. I put an electrical box here with the switch. I pre-wired the switch. Put 6 feet of wire on each one at the box. Stagger them so that if the insulation ever comes off, they don't ever touch each other. Go to your box and let it interrupt your circuit, okay? Other questions you might have, that black plastic plate that comes in there and the washers, that goes on here, okay? You can go ahead and run your cables, the skinny cables out the top too. I've already got the covers on, so I can't show you how that goes. Once you're done getting all your little cables run out the top, you can zip tie them to one of the holes at the top so that they don't move. Secure them, stand these things up. If you're gonna do standard width, what I do is I take this base right here and I stand each one up and I set them exactly 137 inches apart. Then I drill my holes and I put my magnetic level on each side and make sure it's plumb, tighten everything down. Then I'll loosen everything back up and set my plumb, put the shims in, whatever, set it back down. Now they say if you use more than 2 shims, you need to put something under here. You don't want to just rely on the shims. So you might want to raise it up with a crowbar or something, squirt some epoxy or something in there, and then put some tape or something around the edges to seal it so it doesn't all blow back out, and then torque it back down to spec. So on this base plate, like I said, they're 137 inches apart. I've got a really long T-square, and I will lay from this corner here to the opposite corner a measuring tape. And then I'll put the T-square on there and have it go across the back and then point toward the pole across from it, and I'll make sure, in order to square this base up with the other side, I'll make sure that giant square follows the line of the measuring tape. That way you know each one's square. That's pretty much it. Good luck.